Oh.
This has been a mistake.
Okay.
This is the episode where we fight. Andy, I have a lot of grievances with you.
I have a lot of grievances with you, given our fucking dissenting opinions on the Marvel movies.
Yes,
We can't see it, but we're doing the fisticuff pose.
we are. And you can't see it, but like...
This should be the...
I just hit Andy. Look at that.
Ooh. Fights.
Andy's got lasers and I got good wits and like American spirit.
An America on my side.
I've got all of America on my side.
So yeah, we just saw Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Captain America: Civil War.
It was pretty good.
It's a solid Marvel movie.
It's one of the it's on the better side.
It's kind of interesting how like the Captain America movies are, in my opinion, best trilogy out of the group.
Sure. Yeah, the most consistent.
Yeah, like Guardians of the Galaxy hasn't completed yet. And that,
True. I think
like,
if number 3 hits it out of the park.
I mean, Ant-Man also hasn't finished, guys.
Ant-Man's not a trilogy yet.
Not yet.
They're gonna make a trilogy out of it.
Also,
They're gonna make Ant-Man and the Wasp and the other Wasp.
Unless Ant-Man and the Wasp is literally one of the most transcendent movies of all time, it's not going to be.
What
like,
if the trailer
could be solid.
The trailer.
Ant-Man and the Wasp looks a lot better than the first one.
I believe it's going to be okay.
I'm hyped for it. I'm excited.
It's gonna be good.
I just think once they got out of it, once they're never mind. That's
So
good things and bad things.
let's start with the negatives.
Civil War.
Yeah, negatives. The effects.
The effects are not the best. Also, just in general, this is kind of a generalization, but I feel like it requires a little bit of a suspension of disbelief in terms of the plot.
I guess.
To me, it does.
For me, I buy it because it's like I believe that a special ops guy could pull off the massive plot that he pulls.
Yeah, no, that was a bit of a stretch there.
I think I get it because I think that I view it as an improvisation thing.
This is a tentative negative at the moment, but if pending, it would be a negative if they don't do anything with Zemo's character. I think.
Will that be a negative on this movie though, or would that? Be
I do feel.
Well, they're directing the next movie.
I feel it would be a negative on this movie because
I don't think Zemo's gonna.
Because if they didn't have a plan, then why save him?
Well, I
And
think
if he, I feel like he should. If they don't have a plan, he should have died.
for me, well, I don't think we. I disagree with that, but like at the same time,
I think honestly, I think the only I think the only reason this is not based on anything, but I think the only reason that they kept him alive and put him in that prison was so he could have that line.
Yeah,
it's a great line.
But that line
It's a
isn't
really
but
great
Well, the Russo
line.
brothers have said that like they're probably leaving after Avengers 4, and I don't think Zemo's gonna be involved in those.
Then
movies.
I think that's.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure obviously it's a big character, and they're gonna do something with him. But at the same time, it wouldn't bother me because his mission was completed.
yeah,
he wanted to break up the Avengers.
I would like to see him come back in some capacity.
It'd be cool.
Like I think that's more of a personal thing, though. Like I don't know if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would be very happy if it did.
Yeah.
But in the same way that if like Justin Hammer came back.
Yeah,
it'd
it'd be a cool
happy.
fan moment. But the thing is, like, what would he do? He doesn't need.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
See,
He doesn't need to do anything.
Exactly. If he doesn't need to do anything, then
form the Masters of Evil.
Would he really? I guess
That'd be cool.
See that?
I think.
I don't know. I think
For me,
the
I think
Masters of Evil would be a bit too bloated.
No,
I think it's hard. It's hard to predict. It's hard to predict like future Marvel movies and where I think
I've completely given up on predicting.
Yeah, because I have
anything
literally
Marvel does.
no idea of where the universe is.
Because
gonna
honestly,
end.
I do think that like trying to
after
predict
Avengers 4.
Marvel movies does kind of ruin them to some extent.
I don't know.
Because I feel like
It's all a part of the fun fan theory.
Yeah, I agree with you on some.
I don't
in terms
like.
of,
I'm sick of fan theories, honestly, because I feel like they kind of
still
ruin
like them.
movies.
fan theories do tend to ruin movies.
Because like you go in with this like expectation of what the movie's gonna be, and then
it's
you
not
walk
that.
out. Yeah, you walk out being like,
off the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I mean, but I subscribe to those a couple of those fan theories, and I still enjoyed the Last Jedi.
I think it's okay to have headcanons, but like when you have these people who are like dead set, who like if Darth Plagueis is not Snoke, I'm gonna riot. And then when it's not that, it's like it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, we're getting a bit off
Yeah,
track
we're off
here.
topic, but like yeah.
But another negative that I will stick by is I think it would have been better if Rhodes died.
I disagree, but I know you two agree.
I'm more on Devin's side. I mean, it doesn't ruin the movie for me at all that he lived, but like I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like I saw that it was like when the line's like he's alive I'm like, it's like his heart's beating. I was like, oh, come the fuck
Yeah,
on.
I was like, that was a bit.
In watching all the movies, I've grown to appreciate it more than I have in the past because I really like in the past I wasn't really connected to Rhodey as a character and I didn't really care
sure.
about him. But now like seeing him like come up and then just seeing him like he's a military man, right? Like he's got an entire career and like he's just paralyzed and it sucks. And I appreciate that like I've heard the Russo brothers say in interviews that like they wanted to create a story with drama that didn't have to like kill off any main characters.
Yeah, which they achieved, but I think it would have been achieved better if you did that.
See, the thing is though, I appreciate that they didn't because I feel like there can be stories where like you don't have to kill someone just to
Actually,
kill
now that I think about it, maybe it is a little bit better. Also, like it would have been very, very weird for Tony to continue on in the movie with his best friend dead. Having him just be paralyzed,
like he would have probably wanted to kill.
It would have been so much more difficult to forgive Captain America.
Not necessarily because it was Vision that was the one that would have killed him.
True, but
also would have made Vision like way less.
It would have. That would have really fucked with his relationship with Vision.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see that a little bit.
It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean like. I like it, but I can understand how some people would dislike it. Good things about the movie. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of solid things.
This movie is, I think, one of the best Marvel movies for fan service.
Yeah, we were talking about that like in the airport fight. It was like fan moment after fan moment.
Yeah.
It was like
they got everyone in there.
Yeah, Captain America's talking to Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's doing all his things. And he's got there's a couple moments where he's like there's some spider sense, and he's quipping with Captain America. He makes a little fourth wall joke, and then fucking Giant Man shows up.
Giant Man is a
and then Ant-Man's riding on. It cuts from that to like Ant-Man riding on Hawkeye's arrow, and then it cuts to Giant Man. It's like fan moment after fan moment after fan moment.
So great.
It's like this is fun.
But also it balances well with like the drama too.
Totally, that's one thing that like I noticed this time around. I was just very, very impressed with like how they handled tone.
Yeah.
In terms of like it gets serious at points, but it's never Zack Snyder grimy ultra emo shit.
Well, yeah.
They keep it fun and they keep it light and it doesn't feel inappropriate.
Yeah. Well, because like you have all these characters and they all are like
individual characters doing their own thing.
But and they're all like a lot of them are jokesters and quipsters and it's like, of course they would react to like some of these situations with like levity.
Exactly. Yeah, considering they have so much less emotional attachment to the what's going on.
Yeah.
They're like Ant-Man is there because he wants to hang out with Captain America. Spider-Man's there because he wants to hang out with Iron Man.
That was another thing.
And like they're completely detached for the fucking causes. They don't even care. They're just like,
Also, I think it really
works.
I think Ant-Man coming in really does illustrate like how much of a celebrity Captain America really is. Like the fact that, like,
especially when he came out of the van, is like and it did the whole peck thing where he like touched his peck. I was like oh.
Captain America's an icon, and I think like just having that Ant-Man just come in and be like, hey, I like
having an actual human being. Like, instead of like these gods and all these things. Like Scott Lang is like.
Scott Lang, Spider-Man.
Scott Lang and and Peter Parker are just like regular dudes that have these powers.
Yeah, and they bring like a source of levity to this very basically like we're going in like the airport battle is going into the third act, and it's a moment that like at the end of that battle is the shift that goes from like, hey, we're having fun to like this is a serious film.
It's impressive to me that like a lesser filmmaker would make the airport battle, or not necessarily like specifically that airport battle, but a lesser filmmaker would make the climax all of the Avengers fighting each other.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I saw this and I was like, oh, the airport battle is the halfway point? I was like, damn, okay, that's... And then the real climax, the real Civil War...
Is an emotional climax.
It's just between the three of them.
Yeah.
It's just between
it works so well.
And it works a lot better.
Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are amazing in this
movie. Everyone gives great performances.
Yeah. I'd say particularly Robert Downey Jr. though.
He's good,
Like, I can appreciate it now that I've seen like all of them together, but like, he really like has completed a transformation from like this a roguish guy to like just
he's a
completely broken
actor.
Man at this
point. It's very interesting to
see
see like just his grand arc in the whole universe. Go through.
He goes from like just a charismatic billionaire to just a broken man.
Yeah.
With PTSD.
I'm kind of excited to see how they resolve it and how they resolve
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
I feel like this is the
second act lowest moment.
No,
for the entire universe.
I feel like this is like the best movie to watch before Infinity War.
Yeah.
This is very much.
Well, because it's going to directly lead into.
Yeah, this
it.
feels very much like a direct lead up into Infinity War. More so than,
than Age of Ultron.
Yeah, more so than exactly. That's the weirdest thing. This Age of Ultron doesn't even like. This feels like the second Avengers movie.
Yeah, it does, and it feels.
And that's
like,
not to say.
And they did it better.
It really like I think comparing this to Age of Ultron is really startling because they came out like
they came out 1 year after each other.
Yeah, right next to each other, and
the only
Civil War does it so much better.
They only had Ant-Man as the buffer between them.
Yeah,
what a weird thing.
What a great thing.
Yeah,
what a wonderful idea.
I do think Ant-Man is a good like.
In between.
Yeah, it's a good in between because it's a palate cleanser after.
Yeah,
Age of
exactly. It's just it's brief.
Because for all the good that Age of Ultron has, it's overstuffed.
It is a very overblown movie.
So
it's not the greatest.
So to like transition from like Age of Ultron to Ant-Man back into like it's impressive because they went from like overblown to small to overblown again, but they like overblew it in a good way.
Yeah.
Because like
this is definitely better than Age of Ultron.
Yeah, like 100%. Yeah, no.
Well, I wouldn't call it overblown. I'd call it complicated. I feel like overblown is just a bunch of shit thrown at a wall, and complicated has a pathway to it instead of just like Age of Ultron, where it's just like, hey, take this action, take that action.
Yeah, all the action
with no emotional context.
A lot of the I'd say all of the action in this movie has like a point.
Has a point.
Well,
too.
in Age of Ultron, a lot of it didn't.
Yeah, it has not only a point but like emotional backing too.
Yeah,
like you cared.
Yeah, like I cared about like everyone in the airport scene. Yeah. Like surprisingly so.
Yeah,
even though it's basically just a sparring match.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's 2 a.m. here, so I gotta go to bed. We have to tell our list before we do.
I give it a 6 out of 10. By the way.
Oh yeah, that's a high honor from Andy Schmidt.
It's a solid movie.
So Andy, why don't you?
My list currently, Civil War is currently sitting at number 5. My list is Guardians of the Galaxy 1, The Winter Soldier, The First Captain America, Iron Man, Civil War, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man, Age of Ultron, Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Thor.
Okay, Devin. And you?
Mine is Ant-Man, because it's still the best. Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America Civil War, Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America the First Avenger, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Iron Man 2, Age of Ultron, Thor: The Dark World, Iron Man 3, Incredible Hulk, and Thor.
Is Ant-Man gonna stay at the top of your list forever? Is that your favorite Marvel movie? Or forever? Throughout the rest of this thing?
So far, it's my favorite Marvel movie.
Even in the rewatch?
Yeah, so far.
Like even above like Black Panther and shit?
So far, I mean, I might put
so far in like a relative sense.
I might put Spider-Man: Homecoming up there because I really did enjoy that.
Spider-Man: Homecoming's so fucking good. I can't wait to get that one.
I might put it above Ant-Man, but as far as I'm concerned, Ant-Man is at my top.
And then my list is
weird.
Number 1, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Number 2, The First Avenger. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 4, slotting in Captain America: The Civil War. Number 5, Avengers. Number 6, Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Ant-Man, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, the original Iron Man, Thor, and the Incredible Hulk. I put Iron Man so low on this list.
Yeah,
it's weird.
So weird your placement of Iron Man.
It's weird, but at the same time, I think the original Iron Man's kind of. I think that's an overrated film.
Interesting.
I think the second one's better, legitimately, and the third one too. But hey, who am I to say?
Anyways,
all right, we gotta go to bed. We'll see you tomorrow with Doctor Strange.
I'm not gonna eat this time, I promise.